being in the reality that you are a student, but at the same time you are young and you are able to have this newfound freedom with these relationships that you're going to be able to look back on and be like, I'm so glad we did that. And even like taking that to like other countries, like I think for me, one of the biggest things I've learned was to study abroad. And going abroad definitely gives you a new perspective on the life you live. Like if you go on a mission trip or if you go take a class in Europe, just definitely go, and no matter the finances, because they'll work out eventually, and because you'll meet new people from other schools, you'll meet locals in the country, and they'll give you a whole new perspective on what life is like for them.
So one last question. Looking back for like, I think a lot of what you said has been kind of focused for like us seniors and like what we can be doing going in, but for everyone else kind of, is there anything that you would have done differently in high school or any piece of advice in that direction more so?
Yeah, I would have done a lot differently. I would have done high school pretty differently if I got to go back. I would say I would have done relationships different, like what Kemper said. I would say a lot of my relationships were riddled with humor and sarcasm and just a lack of depth. And I kind of wasn't really like investing into anybody. I was just kind of thinking about myself and where I was. And I think it turned out kind of sad that way. And like there were some broken relationships after high school because of that. And God's done a great job of mending those relationships. But I think that I would have been more concerned about other people and their needs and less on myself and what my status was in high school and how I could be the funny guy. I think that I would have done that very differently in high school. So.
I think I learned a lot about myself in high school, and so like just to kind of see if there's anything I would do differently, I feel like I would be a different person in the end, or turn out differently than who I am now. So I'm just really thankful that BCS is so small and it provides you with so many great opportunities. Like for instance, I never played softball before and ended up going out for varsity softball and played softball for 2 to 3 years here. And so BCS is definitely in a great place where you're able to test things that you've never done before. And so I guess for me, if I was to do anything differently, I would probably go out for more different things like soccer or other sports like that.
And for me, I think as a younger like underclassman, I probably would have maybe just found like a mentor or somebody to kind of to talk to about life, because a lot of the times, I don't know, sometimes it's weird to like talk to your friends or your parents about stuff, and it's important to have somebody that's like pretty close in age to you but has more experience and knowledge than you, really to be able to pour into your life. And I didn't do that. I didn't really have anybody like that, so I think that's extremely important.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing. Let's give the panelists a round of applause. And then also thank you to our hosts. So yeah, we can clap for them. Right now, thanks for being a great audience. And right now, if you are not a senior, you can return to your team time, and seniors stay behind to pick up your invitations. They're going to be at the back table, and everyone else will get more information next week. Thank you.